YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my next reaction of today, we are going to check out Finland they actually have selected, I have been passed. I've reacted to a handful of artists that was in the national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest. And I know it's gone far away from that now, and I have to play catch up, but I'm here now. Apologies, I am here now. So I'm checking out all these selected artists that's going to be representing their country for the Eurovision Song Contest. As you know, I have reacted to Voci. And I don't know why that went out of my mind, because as soon as they won the national selection, I sent them a message and they were still in the bunker, and they sent me a message back saying thank you very much. Unfortunately, Jerry Howell didn't win, but she sent me a lovely message saying thank you. Actually, the top 5 artists from Ukraine sent me a message saying thank you very much, and that was absolutely amazing. So thank you for sending me a message. Even though, you know, you was under the bunker and everything, it's like, wow, you know? So look, we are going checking out Finland. This is Käärijä. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Let me go back. In English, it means rapper. What?
Käärijä.
Käärijä. There you go. Käärijä. Käärijä. There you go. And song called Cha Cha Cha. Yeah, Käärijä translate is rapper, as in not the rapper like yo, yo, yo. No. I mean, as in rapping up presents, rapper. You're rapping. You're a rapper. Yeah, I know. Really crazy. So I don't know anything about this artist. It just says Finland has decided and will be sending Käärijä to represent the national at the 67th Eurovision Song Contest with the song called Cha Cha. All I can think is Cha Cha Cha. So a Latino feel. Cha Cha Cha. It couldn't be anything else but a Latino feel. So someone from Finland is going to stay away from what is Finland and doing a Latin thing, which is Spanish. Am I getting that right? Okay. But you know what? Music is a source, a food of the universe. And I was saying this before, that back in the day, Eurovision Song Contest was more about representing your countries with traditional values from your countries. So you use certain instruments from your country, the way of singing is from your country. And that led to traditional folk elements. And there was a lot of traditional and folk. You know, Italians would do opera. You know, French would have done, you know, it was all very, very systematic. It was very in its pigeonhole. Now, because music is, and we are embracing technology where we can correspond and interact with everybody around the world, we are also being influenced by music from every different kind of countries from around the world. So nowadays, you get over Africa, and Africans are doing, you know, European kind of songs, and Europe are now getting into the Afrobeat and doing Afrobeat kind of songs. So everybody is diving into everybody else's culture, and that's a lovely thing, isn't it? To indeed love and respect, and indeed even want to sing a bit of their other people's culture because you're intrigued with it. So this is just normal for me. The Eurovision Song Contest, yes, it has come a long way, but it's developed into something natural and beautiful. But I don't think a lot of people get that. I think people still want to see the Eurovision Song Contest still in this schematic form set, which is, if you're Italian, do have opera. If you're Swedish, do, you know, do some yodeling. If you're, you know, that kind of thing. But how are we to evolve if we still stick to those schematics? And it's the same thing with Voci. You know, they're Ukrainian and they're doing amazing EDM songs. But there was a kind of they won, and so that means they was voted by the majority of the Ukrainians, but there was Ukrainians still thought like, well, I wanted that traditional folk. And there was some Ukrainians think, well, I want to come out of that. You know, I want to be modernized. So I think it's the same thing. What do you think about that, Sweden? Is it the same thing? You want to come out of that traditional folk element and incorporate the things that inspire you as a musician? There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, who makes the laws? Who makes the rules? Only the universe does. And if you can do it, then the universe has no problem about it. That's the way how I feel. I'm blabbering on about it. Look, let's go straight into my reaction, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good feature audio music. Can you dig it? No. I really don't know what to say apart from cha-cha-cha. Look, yeah, there you go. I hope it gives me his flavour. Okay, this is far from cha-cha-cha. Okay, I'm just going to stop it there for a second. This looks like EDM trip-hop. Acid? So is this, I don't know, I can't even guess. But he's got this green, he's been selected by Finland, first of all. Yeah, so there's more to it than meets the eye. I've only looked 23 seconds, so I'm not going to be judgmental right here. I'm not even going to be judgmental throughout it. Yeah, I know that he's an entertainer. I know that he is serious, and he must be taken serious. And you know what? If the vibe suits it, then I'm all for it as well. I love EDM, but I'm taken back because I got cha-cha-cha and I expected Latin. He's dressed semi-Latin in a kind of a rock kind of gothic kind of thing with EDM. And I haven't seen anything about a cha-cha-cha yet. I know it's 23 seconds in, but I thought it was going to be like dun 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 cha 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 dun 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 dun. Far from it. I'm going to go back just a little bit, like that much. To about say here. Okay, there's a cha-cha-cha. Brilliant, I get it. Brilliant. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. The thing is, the girls are dancing perfectly well to this thing. When you go cha, they're dancing, they're doing the flamenco dancing to EDM. But I suppose it's got the same kind of, it's got the dum, 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 dum. So I think they're dancing to that. Because when you go dum, 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 dum. So it's still got that dum, 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 dum. So I guess you can dance to it if you ignore all the rest of the things that's happening and just follow that pattern. Yeah, very, very clever. I get it. I'm going to go back just a little bit, like that much. To about say, here. What else are you going to bring to the table, bro? I thought she was going to take it off. Oh, and that's too hotter. Niku cha cha cha. Whoa. Tuosta Niku. Papa huolista Niku. Musta tuolista Niku. Right, So this is the part where everybody can jump in and sing along. Yeah, I get you know what? This is thoroughly entertaining. This is somebody with, if he was a DJ, if he was a DJ, he'll put the record on, put the needle on the record, and as it presses play, he slaps you in your face and tells you to go and dance. This is one of those songs. Thoroughly entertaining from beginning to end. And you know what? That's what I love about the Eurovision Song Contest, because it does come in different flavours and sizes and bounces, but there's always that one artist. It doesn't matter what country, sometimes it's kind of sporadic from which country does it, but there's always that one artist in that country that does the over-the-top performance that everybody loves. It's that wow. You know, there's that artist that really goes serious, like, no, 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 you know, really taking it, no, no, no. And then there's that artist that is thoroughly entertaining, that has got less of a vocals than he has, but his entertainment value is just hits skyrocket, that it has much more, it creates a much more deeper impact than that professional person who's going la 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 la. And that's what happens in the Eurovision Song Contest, and that's why so many people get upset when they don't believe that the right person won it. That's the beauty of Eurovision Song Contest. It's down to us to decide who the winner is. So it cannot be fixed. And even though loads of people say that because they're not happy with the right winner, but the winner is the winner. And they deserve it. Because they do put the effort in. From the la 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 to the person who's doing something like that. Who puts the most effort in? Who is creating the most energy? Who at the end of the day when they come to the stage is going to be absolutely shattered? So it does balance itself, doesn't it? With the hard work that it needs to represent your country when it comes to the Eurovision Song Contest. So yes, it's amazing. I'm going to go back just a little bit, like that kind of, to about say here. Okay. Oh, look at the stage, man. Okay, I've got one little critique. But I'll think about after. That's very catchy. I can't stop smiling and dancing. So that was Käärijä with Cha 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 representing Finland for the Eurovision Song Contest. My smallest critique, which I think is going to be, it's going to be a hell of a lot going on in the Eurovision Song Contest, is you hear the background vocals. Right, so they're obviously singing over their own vocals. So it's not going to be, yes, it's live, but they're going to be singing over their background vocals, which basically is, apologies. So you got the music and you got their vocals playing, but it's just at a lower volume. So when they sing over it, and if they match it, it creates a lovely volume. Like it creates more density. Now, a lot of artists do that when they're performing on stage, but I think with a Eurovision Song Contest, certain things or tricks of the trade should be blocked or banned, because you're here about to look at their vocals. So you should have their vocals in the most naked format. Yes, there can be effects to the vocals if you want there have to be effects to the vocals, but I don't think that you have to double your voice. Yeah, so you got the earpiece, so you can listen and so you can track to your vocals. Because once you have a large audience and you've got the speakers there and there and there, your voice is going to be bouncing off the walls and bouncing off everywhere and everywhere. So it almost sounds that when you say hello, you can't hear yourself saying hello here, but there's going to be a certain delay in the audio from when you actually hear it coming at you. So it throws you off. So you have the earpiece in there. So when you say hello, you can actually hear it in your ears straight away and there's no time delay. So that's where you got the earpiece in there. And that also can throw you off as well. So certain professional people can do without the earpiece because they see that as it's a bother and they'd rather not have that. And they will hear themselves hear like that. They don't need that. And other people, it just throws them off and they need that because it feels like it's like an echo, you know, like you know, if you're in the mountain, you go, or whatever, then like say 2 seconds later or half a second later, you hear it bouncing back, which that's how it feels. So they put their headphones in there. But you heard on the outside that his song was blatantly playing and his vocals were blatantly playing. So he was just basically tracking his vocals. So I feel that the tracking element there should be some rules about the tracking. Because the last thing that I want to hear or anybody want to hear, certainly in a singing competition, if this was a concert or whatever, yes, you get away with that. But because this is a competition, that tracking element I don't think that tracking element should be there. You want to hear the vocals in this naked format. You want to hear and appreciate the artist and what it's doing. So Eurovision Song Contest has come a hell of a long way. And like I said before, it has naturally evolved. And it has to evolve because all the modern technology around it has evolved as well. So the artists will evolve. The music genre styles will evolve. Everything else will just evolve. Look at the camera. If you go back to when the Eurovision Song Contest started, it was in black and white. If you look back 10 years after that, it was in lovely colours, but look at it now, it's in like 4K. So you see, it's evolved. And so must the format of the show. I get it. But as it evolved, is there a lot of things being lost? And that is the question. And for that answer, we need to listen to our older generation who's been through it. Listen to them more. Because they are certainly talking. They must think, oh, absolutely amazing. But in my day, blah, 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 there, and this. We must really listen to them to kind of maintain some kind of strong rules before it just gets out of hand. What do you think about that? Let me know. And until then, I salute you. Boom!